Thank everybody for being here. We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is, of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't happen. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
Yes, sir. Let them know, man. Yeah, what's up?
You got the big hat. I love the big hat.
Hey, no, man. Yeah, good to see you. The fuck is going on? Good? They motherfucking too heavy. Why you acting stupid?
Put my wrist up on you.
That shit is too crazy.
Lift it. People want to do a weight test. I ain't tripping.
I knew this motherfucker.
Dang. Yeah. We do curls with these.
His neck will be fucking hurting. Man, that's.
Now, anytime you see someone with a big chain, do a lip test with them.
Hold that up, too.
That joint crazy. That joint stupid.
Nah. I'm not going to show him.
My man Johnny T up here, man. You got my man Johnny up here.
Yo, man. Come on, let's go talk.
We have a trade. The Cleveland Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville
I thought they
Jaguars.
traded again. I was about to say they tripping.
And with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter, wide receiver, defensive back from Colorado.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars go gold, sort of like the color of the jacket Travis Hunter is dancing his way out of the green room again. Taking that hot pink to the land of teal.
Look, my background's in scouting, and I'd love to throw a bunch of fancy terms out about him. Sometimes you got to make it simple. If you want to go out to recess, he's the first pick.
I told you I don't make the rules, Rich.
Well,
I don't make the rules. I just know that the universe.
The vibe in the house was we thought he was going in the first round and he didn't go. So God knows best. So wherever God places him, that's where he's going to go do his thing.
The Kansas City Chiefs have traded the 31st pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jihad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama.
And so congrats to him.
Yes.
A long night in the green room. That's for him being,
No, I've been here for hours since 3 o'clock this afternoon.
On your draft board has just been selected by the defending
Appreciate you, B.
31st overall.
All right, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank everybody for being here. We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, you know, for no reason. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't happen. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
I just got on the phone with Shilo.
There you go. There you go.
Shilo, man.
That's the guy right there, man.
I just got on the phone with that fool.
There you
I
go.
told him to come to the class tonight.
Big shot. Big on my man. Tell him, come on. I had a real talk with him, boy. My man.
I was proud of him, man. He held
Yeah, man.
He held it down.
Shout out Lizzo.
You know, Shedeur up there already.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
You see that, right?
I mean, got that 20, I mean, that thing shining, baby.
Hey, why don't you come to the class tonight, man?
I told you. I told you your time. You know what you're going to do.
They gonna always pick up on that.
You're going to light that shit up down there.
LA Gang CEO, baby.
Yeah, that video, all that. You want to see? Watch.
Gillie Wallo.
Gillie.
I'm Rick Stevens.
Hey, Rick Stevens. How you doing, man? Follow.
So, you know, a little bit about their story and how they got to be where they are. It was really fascinating. They're two guys that put it down. They ain't no joke. These two the best in the business, man.
Excellent.
So it's a fascinating story, but they used to this. They've spoken everywhere in the country. They used to. As a matter of fact, they go to speak in Pittsburgh and they leave here.
Well, I actually got their names up on the title slide. We can do this however you want, but I thought maybe we would just center them and talk, and if you want to introduce them and turn them,
Yeah, and we will go from there.
Hey there, everybody.
How's it going?
How you doing?
I'm taking the back seat today. I'm gonna sit back in the back and kind of chill. Well, I may sit on the side, but I'm gonna let my dear friends, dear friends, I'm not saying friends, we use the word loosely. I would think these are my brothers, like these dudes here, that they could call me at any time and I'm coming. And I know I could call them anytime they're on their way. So when I told them about the opportunity to talk to you all about their journey, their plight, and I want you to ask real tough questions because their story is unbelievable. Their stories are unbelievable. Their relatives, they're gonna explain all that to you. But with no further ado, and they're two cameramen, which are some of the best in the business that are unbelievable. And they always have opportunities. So make sure, while you're talking, sell yourself. Sell yourself. You never know, because they're gonna tell you they into everything. They got their hands on the pulse of everything. And he's not just wearing his hat, that's their company. So these guys ain't no joke. So with no further ado, Gillie Wallo.
Our podcast is based around giving game to the youth, and game for us is guidance, attention, motivation, and education. Where we come from is rough. The streets of Philadelphia is rough, so we try to give the youth game to keep them out of the penitentiary, keep them out of the graveyards, let them know that if they direct their energy into something positive, you could get better results. So that's what our whole brand is built upon. We're also the owner of Pure Fuels energy drink and hydration drink. We're official partners with the Philadelphia 76ers and the Chicago Sky. He has a clothing line called Airplanes and Hotels, which is one of the fastest growing clothing lines in the world right now. We are owners of this hat called Noggin Boss, which you see on plenty college campuses and NASCAR events. And so we just try to create a brand and build as many companies as possible. And while you're hot, you got to get it while it's hot. So we're trying to get it.
One thing about this game of life, you got to pop it. You got to know how to pop. Some people gonna sit around. Some people ain't gonna make it because they just don't have it. That's the reality of it. And we try to force people to have something that they naturally don't have. And then you see some people, no education, no nothing. It's the passion in them. It's just that survival skills in them. Me, myself, I look at this thing like you got God, then you got marketing. Everything that you know was marketed to you. The religion that you follow, how to eat, who not to like, who to love, where you come, everything that you know was marketed to you. So you got God, then you got marketing right there. Before family, for everything. Everything is marketed to you. Your attitude, the way you want to look, the way you want to wear your hair, what coffee you want to drink, what car you want to drive, what type of mattress you want, what type of panties you're going to wear. Everything was marketed to you. Marketing is extremely important in this world. Every minute is marketing going on. Billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars is spent in marketing. So if you in media, everything is about the look is the hook. How do you catch? You got to catch immediately. The attention span is this. It's like this. Everything got to be nanosecond messaging. If it ain't nanosecond, you're done. You're going to lose somebody because you get on your phone, right? Most things is on here. You get on your phone, you go to look, somebody send you something. When they send you something, email, text, social media, everything popping up because you got all your tabs, everything coming. So it got to grab you. And when it grab you, you know you got some good shit. That's when you know you really on it. So you got to be able to find your position in this world that you say you in. The name of the game is know your strengths, respect your weaknesses. Know your strengths, align with your weaknesses. Know your strengths and hire your weaknesses. That's how teams work. People be trying to figure this out. I don't know how to edit, I don't know how to shoot, but my guys do. It's just certain things I don't know.
And what does team mean? Team
means together each achieve more. That's what because teamwork make the dream work. See, it ain't no such thing as me. No, you got to figure this shit out. And the person that might win here, you might don't know how to work no camera, you might don't know. You just know how to put a team together. It's somebody in here that know how to put a team together and know how to delegate. They're gonna get into sports. And then you gotta be open-minded. You can't be like, see, because what happened is sometimes we don't have a pivot game. We'll be so in love with something and it's like life and life. You see how people some of y'all parents, they held on to the marriage too fucking long. He was like, Mom, you been not liking Dad. Dad, you been not liking Mom. What the fuck is y'all doing? This shit been going on for 20 years. I'm old enough to know y'all been bullshitting. When I was in high school, I knew y'all didn't like each other. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But we hold on to shit. No, seriously. He fucking crazy, don't worry about it. We hold on to shit so long, in this day and time, we can't. We got to pivot. Because one bad friendship, one bad relationship could set you back 5-10 years. How you gotta recover, you gotta get your mind back, you gotta get all this shit back together because you wasted time and energy. So you gotta know how to pivot. Some people might, what's your favorite sport? Football, your favorite sport. But soccer might be your home. They might got the opportunities there. That makes sense financially, it makes sense for your time, it just makes sense. You might fucking be Manchester United somewhere. So you got to be willing to pivot and you can't fall in love with the ideas that you have. You got to be always, it's sad, but you got to be always willing to abandon some shit. That's the name of the game. You're not looking for some shit that's already here. Because one thing about this world that we in now, I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. Y'all going to get into this. And most of the time, the shot callers going to be some old person that is disconnected from the reality of technology and the reality of life. You just got to be able to paint the motherfucking picture. That's it. Well, hold up.
He was in jail. They put this big guy in the cell with him. Man.
Hey, Jake.
He needed to pivot.
I'm FaceTiming you real quick. I want you to say hi to some people, Jake, okay?
Yo, Wallo, what's up?
I'm at this class, right? It's for sports media at University of Colorado. And just say hi to everybody and I'm going to introduce you. This is a good brother of mine, Jake O'Leary. He's the head of marketing on Instagram. This guy is amazing. And I called you for Coach Prime because somebody at Threads hit him up and I'm got to connect y'all two. You see what I'm saying? I mean, nice to meet you. So to let y'all understand what I'll be doing. So Jake called me up to Meta about, how long ago was that?
2 months ago.
And I came up there and just tore him a new asshole about everything that we don't like about social media or whatever. And they actually liked it. They was like, they're realistic people. But Jake, what advice you could give to them from a marketing standpoint, and they're going into their sports media careers?
So let me ask you a question, Wallo. What sort of careers, just so I could put a little bit more meat on the bone?
Sports media.
Which part? There's so many parts. All right. So there's never been a better time than right now, because, and you are sitting in the room with two people who have done it so well. You have the opportunity, whether you're representing a client, whether you're building your own business, whether you're breaking stories as a journalist, to get your message out right now. There's never been a better time to take creative chances in the content you make, in the stories you're trying to tell, and these platforms enable it to happen. But the biggest thing I see every day is people held back by their own fear. My grid needs to be perfect. It's not good enough yet. I'm not ready. My message to you would be, do it anyway. Find the goodness happens when you take over the step to actually put it out into the world. When you release it from being your own. The story you've written, the launch of that person's career moment, next chapter, all of the goodness comes when you put it out and you let it go from you been cooking in the kitchen on it, and when you let it out and be on the world. You're gonna take some bricks, you're gonna get some hits. But there's never been a better time to build a world around any type of athlete, any type of club, franchises. I go back and forth between talking with really high profile people on the platform, clubs, leagues, musical artists, graphical artists, everyone. And trying to be a student of it. If I could ever be helpful to this class, let me know. I'd be more than happy to spend some time. And really getting to know and understand how these platforms work, how your message resonates with the community, and you could really experience some wonderful things. It's different for everyone.
All right, well,
Was that helpful?
that was helpful. I'm gonna connect you to Prime and Bucky. You definitely gotta know Bucky. That's his son that shoot all that great content that you've been seeing for years. I gotta plug you with them, you know, and we gonna, it's definitely helpful, and I'm gonna hook you up so maybe you can come. Prime, we can get you out here.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jake. I'm gonna hit you up. So my whole thing is like, I'm also the cultural advisor at YouTube. I went over there and started a program called YouTube Avenues, where we went to 10 cities around the world, and we put 400 or 500 people in a room and educated them on how to start their YouTube, how to scale on YouTube, how to monetize their YouTube. Because a lot of people don't know. And the only reason I was able to go over there, because I told the head of music over there, Leo Cohen, I was like, man, that shit, people be on YouTube too wordy. You watch the dude talking for 45 minutes, you don't know what the fuck he talking about. He too termy. We need regular people going and just teaching people, this how you do it. Because people just ain't got time in their everyday life, and it's an attention battle. So, you know, they get crazy. Any more questions? Come on, I know it's some more.
This is kind of off topic, but I have this for Coach Prime. It's for why I should be able to work with him. And if you guys give me like a week, I'll have one for you guys too.
Okay. Come on, let me see that.
I have two of these if you guys want to look at stuff that
Let me see that.
kinda...
I'm gonna get this right to him.
Yeah.
She came prepared.
I did. I've been working on this for like a month now. I have another one, it's just not in a fancy folder.
Fit Check Fridays.
Damn.
Matter of fact, those people that came to the shoot, where you at?
I have to take finals
Dog.
first.
Do you see how they look? Do you see how they look?
Make sure you get them finals.
Yeah.
No, the presentation is good.
That's right. Proud of y'all. Y'all make me feel good. Y'all proud of y'all.
Contact information's there in the back.
Let's take a picture with those guys so they can get out. They got to play.
Damn, she a beast. Yeah, we keeping these.